Hey, what's good, everybody? It's me, your hero, Benjamin Banks, and you're watching Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. Joining me from the Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks podcast is my co-host, Rebellious D. How you doing today, bro?
Ready to rock, man.
Hey, I'm ready to rock too. It's been an incredible journey so far, and we are on the season finale of season 2 of Stargirl Summer School Chapter 13. And before we get into today's review, make sure that you like this video, you subscribe to the channel, and you hit that bell button so that way you're always notified when we have new content here on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. And D, take it away.
As always, podcast in the description. Like, follow, subscribe to the channel, and thank you for watching.
That's right. So let's go ahead and get into this. And man, all I can say is that Stargirl season 2 from beginning to end has been a really good season, man. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that the season finale, like they didn't hold any punches back and they got straight into it. Now, while the final fight for this season, it was really, really good, but it doesn't top what they did. And I believe it was episode 7 when you had the JSA versus the ISA. That fight was hard hitting, man.
Oh, but yeah, no question. The camera angles.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But this fight was hard hitting too. But I just feel like the fight with the JSA and the ISA, it was way more intense because it's just like, you know, they all had a hatred for one another. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it just made more sense. But we got the JSA versus Eclipso. You had the villains, they turned up. We had Sportsmaster, Tigress, Artemis. Yeah, who else was there with? I feel like somebody else made a comeback.
Grundy.
Oh yeah, Grundy. It's like, bro, it was just like My Hero Academia World Heroes mission. It's like all hands on deck. Eclipso, he was trying to bring the Shadowlands into the real world. Bro, this episode was awesome, man. 10 out of 10.
Yeah, for sure. I really enjoyed seeing everybody kind of band together against this evil, you know, kind of like a Thanos situation in a way. Like everybody just started coming out of the woodworks to help. Talk about Cindy Berman call. I was like, okay, all right.
Hey, even Trav showed up. You know,
oh man, yeah, you're right. Yep. Hey, Trav was eating that Chinese food.
They gave him the part that he needed, but yeah, man. Like I said, like right from the start, like we get right into the action. It picked up after last week's episode. Jen, she's still having the visions of, you know, Courtney's body being taken over by Eclipso. And, you know, eventually that does happen. But then at CD, you know, I know we said that who else showed up, and the original Starman showed up. And then you had
Sylvester.
Sylvester, you had the father-daughter takedown for Eclipso. Jakeem showed up. Mike showed, like, bro, it's like everybody.
Super sweet. I like to see. I had a lot of fun with Mike showing off Stripes. You know, I thought that was pretty sick. He busts out the chainsaw, the flamethrower.
They was ready to go. Yes, and it was crazy because Eclipso was standing on top of the building, and then all of a sudden you hear the horn. It's like the Dukes of Hazzard, and Mike came to save the day. But what's crazy, man, is that in season 1, you know, Mike, he ends up hitting icicle with the truck. You know what I'm saying? And now in the season finale of season 2, he comes hitting Eclipso with Stripe. You know, and you know. Speaking of Mike, like I like how him and Jakeem, I like their friendship, and I like how at the end of the season, Mike was just like, hey, let's start our own team. And I'm just like, all right, well, let's see what y'all got, man. Like, are y'all going to recruit more people for y'all group, or is it just going to be you and Jakeem? Because I would be fine if it's just him and Jakeem. What about you, D?
I like them running as a duo. I think it could be real fun. You know, it just adds another element to the show. Both learning to be heroes basically at the same time together. It's pretty sweet.
Yep. And then we also get who was it? Rick. Like he was trying to fix the hourglass, and he couldn't fix it. And you know, I know that you had mentioned that with Jakeem coming to the team, that it was a possibility that Thunderbolt could have fixed the hourglass for him. Now, I'm pretty sure that would have happened if they were thinking about it, but this was more of, hey, we got to hurry up and get up out there to help the team and whatnot. It was cool when they were fighting Eclipso, when they first go to the house where he's at with Beth and Dr. Midnighter. And it's like we see the young Yolanda, we see the original Wildcat, and then we even see a younger version of Pat, even though he still looked the same.
Yep, young Sydney.
Bro, it was sweet, man. And just seeing Wildcat versus the new Wildcat, it was just crazy. He was just like, yeah, you can't handle the mantle. It's like he was messing Yolanda up.
Oh, man. Yeah, no question. He started giving her those haymakers. She didn't know what to do. Yeah.
But she held her own, though. But I mean, it was just crazy. Like when I can't remember who it was that had came in there. Oh, Dr. Midnighter and Beth, when they was just like, hey, none of this is real. You know what I'm saying? Also, too, like, I'm happy that Beth's parents aren't getting a divorce now. But it's kind of weird that the only reason why they're staying together is because they found out that their daughter is a superhero. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
it's like,
moral support, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. If they got a divorce, I'm pretty sure that one of them or probably both of them wouldn't still be staying in Blue Valley. You know what I'm saying? Like they need their Dr. Midnight. So but yeah, I mean, like I said, great episode. Action was on point. It was cool seeing all of the characters. It was definitely a surprise when not Huntress, but Sportsmaster and Tigress and Artemis showed up.
Their family showed up. Me either. I thought it was cool. They came in to help Killer, what I'm saying? Came back to help his boy out.
So. And the Jakeem, he had the ultimate wish.
Hey, I wish this guy was toast. Hey, he hit my man with the friendship.
Yeah.
Oh no,
bro.
So toast.
He hit him with the friendship.
Friendship.
Yeah, he turned him to toast, man. And then let's also not forget too. You had your boy Cameron, his grandparents came up to him. Like, bro, I just love how they're setting up season 3. And it's already been confirmed, at the end of this season. Like they said, season 3 is coming out next year, which I'm looking forward to. I'm hoping that it's gonna, still be 13 episodes, and I hope that we don't get any breaks. They just push on through. Yeah, just give us what we want, man. It's like Cameron, because it's like, what do you think he's gonna do now? Like, because now I'm sure his grandparents are going to let him know what happened to his dad and whatnot. Do you think that he's going to go after the JSA, or do you think that the relationship that him and Courtney have built up this time, do you think that that's going to stop him from wanting to get revenge?
I could definitely see it going one or two ways. It could go straight revenge. I could see him kind of like trying to, not woo Courtney, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Like, I can see this guy being like, you can't protect your brother forever. You know what I'm saying? That's he took my dad. I got to take him. It's a lot of ways. And I do think Cameron is a cool character. So I can't wait to see. Now, do you think his grandparents are just straight evil? Or do you think it's some sort of prophecy, or they come from a weird place?
I don't think that they're evil. I just think that, where they come from, like, that's just something that happens to the people there. And I feel like that's the reason why his mom died, because it's because of the father, like icicle Jordan's. It's because of Jordan's fluids getting inside of her and whatnot. I know that was a situation that had happened in one of the Spider-Man comics where Mary Jane, she ended up dying because of prolonged fluids and getting inside of her from
the X gene.
Yeah, the X genes and stuff. But speaking of Spider-Man, I was smiling because it's like your boy Cameron, he about to be like Harry Osborn and Spider-Man.
Hey, no 3. Question. No question.
Like he gonna be tricking Courtney, lying to her the whole time.
Damn.
But what do you think is going? Because it's Artemis and Cindy. Are they a part of the JSA now? Because Cindy said she was just like, I'm staying.
I just wanted to say, I want to say that Courtney and Sydney, the team up, that was pretty sweet when they first approached Eclipso in, I guess, his little hideout or wherever he was at the time.
It was like awesome. They were in the house.
Yeah, were they in? Where were they?
I think it was Beth's.
It was her dad's office, right? Mm-hmm. But it was pretty sweet. I love that little moment where they got to share a moment. Then you also get Wildcat and Sydney Berman working together for a moment. I like the team up moments, man. I like those scenes a lot when it comes to combat because they have so many characters, so use them. I like that. Yeah, but
they
fun
utilize
episode.
everybody well.
Yeah,
and I agree, man. Like I said, it was a lot going on. Like I like too how Sylvester, he told Courtney that it's just like, I can help you unlock the true powers of the staff and whatnot. And Pat was just like, after summer school, you finished summer school, and because it's like your grades was falling behind because you wanted to play hero, and you got to focus on that. And you know, we also find out too that Dr. Midnighter, that he has a son, and it is his, you know what I'm saying?
Oh God.
And you know, Beth, she ends up finding out about this because of you know, just doing her research and whatnot. And bro, like how else I was about to forget this, but the shade returned. And I'm just like,
hey, I'll be waiting for you outside. I was like, here it is.
You see, he told like Dr. McNider, he was just like, well, what happened? Like, what happened? I mean, like, we thought you died. And he was just like, you know, I always like to put on a performance. So yeah, that was cool. Like I thought
it was cool, man.
All hands was on deck, man.
For sure.
And he gave Rick that advice at the end of the episode.
Great episode. Way to wrap up a season. Black Lightning, I hope you're watching.
Hey, just come on. Hey, don't say Black Lightning. You need to say The Flash. I hope that you're watching. Because, bro, it's like we've had 3 good season finales from DC shows. We had Superman and Lois. We had Titans. And now we have Stargirl. So, and then Doom Patrol, I'm pretty sure that they're about to wrap up too. And I mean, like this season of Doom Patrol has been pretty fun so far. So, you know, next, I mean, we got The Flash. And then I know Legends of Tomorrow is on and all this stuff. I mean, we'll check that stuff out a bit. But yeah, man, the big thing that I want to talk about, because I know we had talked about this on one of the previous reviews when Jennifer, Courtney, and Pat, when Courtney and Pat went to look for Jennifer and they found her at the institution, and you know, Mr. Bones, I'm sorry, you know what I'm saying, he was there, and it's like at the start of the episode I had saw Keith David's name, like, as you know, people that were going to be on the show, and I was just like, well, I wonder what Keith David's going to be doing. And then when we get to the end of the episode, and then you know, you see Nurse Love, she's sitting there talking to him, and Mr. Bones is going to be coming, and I wonder if Jennifer's brother is going to, you know, make an appearance, because what it seems like that this is like an evil version of the X-Men, where it's just like they take these kids that have powers and whatnot and they turn them evil. So I'm assuming that we're going to get a fight between Jennifer and her brother. But I mean, look, they got a bunch of heroes and villains on the team now, and I like how it ended and it said Stargirl frenemies, because I can't wait to see what's going to happen next, especially since now that you have you know, Sportsmaster and all of them, like they're their next door neighbors now, you know. I
mean, I think it's definitely going to be interesting. You know, it reminds me of some of the stuff we got out of Brother Blood and the Hive, you know, with the Mr. Bones or Dr. Bones. It's just gonna be neat, man. I think you're on to something too, where they're just taking people with powers and manipulating them. So I'm not sure, but then we also get Cameron. You know, I love the way they set the show up to where they're already setting up the dominoes for the following season. You know, we may just get hints of Cameron throughout this season where he's learning his powers, and he might be the villain for season 4. We don't know. Yeah, you know, so it's just neat. Yeah, love it.
And you know, something else too that I want to touch on, because I know that we mentioned this on our Superman and Lois reviews, and we've mentioned it up here as well. I like how there isn't like a villain of the week. You know, it's character development. You have the villains fight. It's like you have your central villains. You know what I'm saying? Like for season 1, it was the original ISA, and then for this season, you had the new ISA, and then you had Eclipso. And for a moment, you know, you thought that man, I can't remember his name. And we was talking about it. The Shadow Man. What's his name?
Shade?
Shade. There we go. I don't know what I was thinking about, but I mean, you thought that he was going to be a villain too. You know what I'm saying? So I just like how these shows, they don't require having a villain of the week. And I really hope that that's something that happens on the Flash, but I just feel like the Flash is too far gone. Where it's
I was
like
just about to say the same thing.
They have to have a villain of the week, because it's just like, do you really want to watch an episode of the Flash where it's just them talking and all that? I mean, we saw that on Black Lightning. Like the only villains they had was Tobias and Ishmael, and that was horrible. I mean, of course we wanted to see Tobias, but it's just like Black Lightning. The final season could have been better.
No, quite. Come on, Banks. We've been there, man. We've been down that road. It's just execution goes a long way, especially when I think that it's more crucial, when you have your execution on a TV show versus a movie, because like a movie is a movie. Like once it's over, it's over. But if you're trying to sustain a TV show, all fronts need to be good, to make a good, like look at The Flash, how it's deteriorated over time. Even Legends of Tomorrow, kind of black. Hey, we didn't know what was going on in Black Lightning that last season. I mean, there was plenty of times in our reviews found here on the channel where we discussed, what is going on? Why are they just arguing in the household? So it's just, it's refreshing to get shows like Superman and Lois now. Titans is amazing. Stargirl was very well done. So it's like I want it to be. I don't want family drama. You know what I'm saying? We're not here for that.
Yeah, and it's just wild that on all of these other shows, like there really isn't any family drama. Like the families, it's like they support it. I mean, you do have your drama here and there, but it's not
here and
carried
there.
out on every episode. Like
it's not in the forefront. Yes, that was just. I was looking for more Jefferson kicking booty, and it was just sitting on the couch like I'm sitting here now in the black hoodie, chilling. Waiting for his wife to come in and yell at him.
Everybody had secrets up there. They was hiding. I was just like, come on, man. Like, I want to see some action. I don't want to see y'all just. And then Gamby was bleeding 007.
Yep. Hey, my favorite was Nissa's. What was her name? Grace was in a coma, and when she woke up, she told her she put all her stuff in storage, and it's like. Yeah,
why would you put your fiance?
Why would you come and sit with her at the hospital every day? It's like, what's going on?
Well, I mean, what did you think she wasn't gonna come out of the coma?
Yeah.
But keeping it on Stargirl.
Yeah, go ahead.
Something that I'm hoping that happens, bro, is like, because this is season 2, and then we're getting season 3 next. I'm really hoping that Stargirl just has 5 seasons, maybe 6. But I don't think that it needs to have 10 seasons. Like it's just like, and I feel like that's the issue with a lot of CW shows. It's like they just run for way too long. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you need to just have your story. Like do the Netflix route, for example. It's like, like they have like 2 or 3 seasons, maybe 4 or 5, and then that's it. They wrap the story up.
I think it's interesting. I know we need to get out of here in a minute, but I think it's interesting too. Why not, make a proposal or some sort of plan with one director? If you like their style and the crew that's working it, be like, hey, this is what we're going for. I mean, they have to have contracts for all this stuff. So it's like, this is the next guy. This is the next girl. You know what I mean? Wrap this up and then move on to the next hero.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Like, why? I don't know how that stuff, the negotiating works, but I think that would be a much better formula. Be like, this hero is going to get 5 seasons. The show's doing well. The ratings are there. I could see stretching it. Like if season 5 does just as good or better than 4, then let's go to 6 and then call it, because all shows go downhill after a while. Most do. So
I agree with you.
Everything's not supernatural.
Now, let me ask you this, and then we can wrap this thing up. Okay. Because I like how you had mentioned, it's just like, wrap up the story and then bring in another hero.
Yeah.
Like, who are some heroes that you would like to see get TV shows?
I would love to see The Question. He's one that comes off the top of my head. I think he's another intriguing detective that doesn't get a lot of recognition. DC.
If you can give me 3.
Okay, I'll go The Question, Dr. Fate.
Okay.
And let me give you Vixen. Easy.
Yeah,
Easy.
Vixen is a good one.
I would love a live action Vixen, man. She's such a cool, underrated hero who has badass powers.
Yeah, I mean, and then they introduced her on not Legends of Tomorrow, on Arrow, and then they did eventually put her on Legends of Tomorrow, even though
I know she had an animated series on the CWC. I don't know if where it originally came up, but it was that. I think it was 2 seasons, 3 seasons. I'm not really sure, but I know she had an animated series. It may have just been a short thing, but like Dr. Fate doesn't get, he's just kind of there. I'm just curious about what his villains would be.
Yeah,
it's just
dealing
DC's
with magic and all that.
Yeah,
stuff.
Why not? Maybe what's the magician girl?
Zatanna.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Yeah.
Who knows? Yeah. They have a lot of characters they don't use, and know my thoughts on this.
I agree.
What about you?
For me, definitely Plastic Man would be one.
Nice.
It was somebody that I was just Huntress. I would like to have her own show because
give me another female.
Because I know I think I'm not sure. No. Tobias Wells.
Huntress she was featured on Arrow. I think she was on 3 or 4 episodes over the span of the show, actually. Because they actually had there's another character named Cupid. I'm not sure if she's original, but they actually featured other Arrow users or crossbow users, which I thought was a good element that you had Malcolm Merlin. So yeah. Huntress is fun though.
Yeah, definitely Huntress. Who else did I say? Plastic Man.
Give me another female, Banks.
No. I got the perfect one for you. I'm pretty sure you didn't see this one coming.
The Trash Man?
No. Give me a Wonder Twins TV show. Imagine how that would be.
That's a fun one. I like that.
That would be a fun one.
I like that. Yeah.
I mean, it's different. You know what I'm saying? It's just
it is.
So those are the shows that I can think of. Let us know in the comments if you could choose 3 DC characters to get shows on the CW. Yep. What 3 characters would they be? Let us know in the comments. D, final thoughts, and what is your rating for this episode, and what is your rating for the entire season?
I'm going to give this episode a 10 out of 10. I'm going to give this season of Stargirl a 8 out of 10. I loved it. I really liked it. You know me, I want just a little bit less character building, a little more action, but I mean, that's just nitpicking really because it was well done. I like the character growth. I like the additions, and I like where they headed with the story. Can't wait for next season. You, Banks?
For me, I give this episode a 10 out of 10, and I'm going to give the season 9 out of 10 because I really enjoyed it from beginning to end. I enjoyed the new characters that we got. I enjoyed the fact that we're building the JSA. I loved all the stuff with the ISA. I love the cameos that we got to see. I'm glad that we got to see the original JSA. It was awesome seeing Jay Garrick appear up here. You know what I'm saying? That was a really nice surprise. It's going to be interesting to see if we see any of the other members of the JSA either return or if their offspring comes into play. I think that would be awesome. The fight between the JSA and the ISA was just awesome. From beginning to end, this season was just awesome. So yeah, for me, it's a 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 for this episode. Let us know in the comments what you thought about the season finale of Stargirl season 2. Let us know what you're expecting to see in season 3. And now I feel like it's going to be even harder for us to get Keith David up here on the podcast because the man, he just stays doing so much stuff. But hey, we might be able to get him. They did say sometime next year, so who knows? So everybody, keep your fingers crossed. Keep that pinky up so that way we can get Keith David up here. D, let them know where they can find you at in social media land.
You can find me at Rebellious D, Rebellious_D at Instagram. Wait, Rebellious_D 23 at Instagram.com. Banks, hey, it's over, man. Hey, if you want to be part of Frenemies, man, they looking for you, Banks. Where can they find you?
Hey, you can find me, your hero, Benjamin Banks, at KingBenji_Banks. On Twitter and Instagram, you can find me on Facebook at Benjamin Banks. I should be the first person to pop up. If not, then I need to contact Mr. Zuckerberg. Thank you again for watching this review. Make sure that you check out some more reviews that we have here on the channel, along with interviews and reaction videos. Make sure you check out our podcast where we have brand new episodes every Tuesday. And then the video of that episode is up on YouTube that Friday. Like I always say, keep that pinky up, stay positive, prepare for the Great Turkey War. We'll see you next time on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. Peace.
Thanks again, everybody, for watching another episode of Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe to the channel. podcast. We got that too. Make sure you give us a thumbs up and hit that bell for further episodes and notifications. Thanks a lot to our patrons. And if you don't mind, join the Patreon. We'll be having new specials coming up soon.